Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm your host Cookie Simmer, and today we are working on the second half of the Blue family home, and this part is all furnishing, so that's a lot of fun. It's pretty late at night right now. I'm pretty tired if you can't tell, and if you hear a rumbling in the background, that's my fan because I'm in a basement and it is so hot down here and I refuse to turn it off because I will die of heat stroke. So I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background, but just try to bear with me. But in this part we will see the rest of the house being furnished. Right now I'm working on the dining space area, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the area at first, but then I realized that a really big nice family table would fit right there. And I thought it was really nice to go with the theme of, it being a family home. I felt like this family that lived here would have, not only a lot of kids, but parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles. And they would just have a big barbecue or family dinner or something like that together at the house. And so I just made it really livable and breathable, and something where a lot of Sims could hang out together, except for the living room. The living room is pretty small. If I could change anything, I'd probably want to make a bigger living room that more people can fit in. But I felt for the orientation of the house, that was probably what's best. But if you guys come up with a different way to fix the inside of the house, that would be really awesome. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a bigger living area. So if you guys remake this house or make any changes to it, send me some pictures on Twitter at Cookie Simmer, and I would I would love to see it. I like to see stuff like that. It would be really cool to see what somebody else did with my build. But now we're working on the bathroom, and that little area right there in the hallway that I didn't really talk about just then, where I put the big picture. I ended up putting one of those hedges that you can cut down and trim right in front of it because I felt like it just needed something there, so that's what I put there because it was the only thing that I could think of that wouldn't take up that much space, but then still look kind of nice and not take up too much room of the picture. And but we're just working on the bathroom right now. It's nothing too serious, nothing too fancy. It's really just a bathroom for guests to use, and that's it. So it's clean and simple and has all the essentials in it, towel rack, bathtub, just something for the guests. So it was nothing too serious. But I also put a little painting up on the wall on the side because I thought it was really, really bare. And then after that, we move on to the next room. And the next room is the teen bedroom, which you will see in just a second after I put up that picture right there. Yep. Now we're moving on to the teen. Oh, actually, I'm changing colors because that's what I always do. Actually, I think we're about to work on the office. Yep, the office. Okay, I was wrong. So the teen bedroom is after the office. I decided to keep the teen bedroom downstairs instead of upstairs with all the other bedrooms because I don't know why. I felt like he would kind of want. I modeled it after a boy because I don't really do boys' rooms that often. So when I did the boys, the teen room, I modeled it after a boy, and I thought that he would kind of just want his own space, and since no one really lives down on the first floor, it's more just a hangout area when everybody's awake. He would kind of want to live down there, be close to the computer and the food and everything, and just kind of have his own area where he can decompress after school and be a hormonal teenager. But the office I thought was really, really cute. I made it like a blue, a darkish blue / baby blue theme, and I ended up changing the wallpaper. But the office has some really nice also white bookshelves. I think that's one of my favorite desks to use. I really like that desk. I think it's really pretty. I think it's kind of modern, but I just really like it. I think it's a really pretty desk, and I end up putting a little end table thing over there on this corner, and just stacking some stuff that I think would be in the office, some magazines and maybe some headphones and stuff like that, and a couple of office supplies, and then that's pretty much it. That's all I put in that room. And I also put that little nice cozy chair in the corner for somebody to sit in and just hang out while the other person's on the computer. Nothing too extravagant, but I really like the colors that I went with. I think the colors are very beautiful. Like, they're not all like the same shade of blue, but they all tie in together very well. So I thought that was really fun, because I think that little desk thing right there is like a teal, and then the wall is like a sky blue almost, and then the chair is an even lighter blue than that blue. It's more like pastel-y, and then that chair right there is like a dark blue, and like they're not all the right shades of blue, but I think they still match pretty well together. But now we're in the teen bedroom that I was talking about, and I think I filled up this room pretty well as well. The only thing that I didn't do for this room that you guys probably might want to do is put in a dresser. I did not put in a dresser for his room, and I can't remember why. Like, I was trying so hard to put something on that wall right there that's like facing the bed. And since his bed's up against the wall, like, I didn't even think about it, but I was gonna try to do a dresser, but I don't know why. I just didn't think of it, but I just ended up putting, like, a little backpack on the floor and then, like, a picture up on the wall. But if you want, you can totally put a dresser there. That's what I would do. If I could go back, I would definitely put a dresser there. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. So you guys can go ahead and do that for me and my mindless brain, because at this point I think I was just like, I was trying to just get it done, but also at the same time have it look nice. So yeah, I just forgot it, because my poor brain gets overwhelmed sometimes, and it was definitely overwhelmed this day. I think, like I said, I did this like in over the span of like 3 days, and I kept coming back to it. So if there's some like inconsistencies and like I ended up changing a lot of stuff, that's probably why, because sometimes you just need to take a step back and look at what you're doing and take a break from it, and then be able to go back with like fresh eyes the next day to really like get done what you want to get done and have the look that you want. But as you can tell, for this room, I used all kids' room stuff, and I thought it went really, really well. Like, honestly, I don't even think like kids' room stuff is modeled towards kids. Like, honestly, I think kids' room stuff should have been like the teen stuff pack, honestly, because it has more teen stuff in it than kids stuff, I would say. Like, I would count all that stuff as like the bed colors, like the bed frames and stuff like that. But like the divider, I could kind of see, and like the toy chest and the desk, yeah, I can see that. But like the beds were definitely, I feel like they were modeled towards like a more like older crowd. But I just ended up putting like a bunch of stuff on the wall, and like putting pictures of pretty girls up on the wall, because I felt like that's what he would do, you know, when I look at pretty girls all day. And but the kids' room stuff pack, I really like it. I use it all the time for my kids' rooms. But if you notice, when we go upstairs into the little girls' room that I made also, it doesn't actually have any kids' room stuff in it, I don't think. I more so used stuff that came with the base game, and I think I did that because I feel like more so, like I said, like the kids' room stuff pack is built more for teens and for like an older crowd. That's just the vibe that I get from the pack. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But for like when I want to do kids rooms, like when I think of like, I feel like the kids, or like, yeah, the kids life stage in The Sims 4 is more like for like 7, 8-year-olds, like 10-year-olds almost. And when I see that, I automatically think of like, you know, flowers and bunnies and tree stuff. So that's like mostly, and like pink and like purple and a little bit of blue and more like green and stuff like that. And I feel like you get more so of like a kid's vibe from the base game stuff. But yeah, that's just what I decided to do. But we have moved on upstairs, as you can see. Right now I'm doing the master bedroom, which is actually a very, 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 very large size. And when I look back on it and I look at the footage, I actually feel like I should have put a bathroom in this room. This room could totally have held up a bathroom if I wanted it to. I just don't know why I didn't think of it, because like I don't know why. I just don't know. Okay, I should have put a bathroom in here. I totally should have put a bathroom in here, and I'm regretting it right now, because I felt like the room had more space than I really knew what to do with. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but it's true. For this whole build, like I felt like I had so much space to work with, and like I don't really know what to do with all that space. Like I try to fill it up with as much clutter as possible, but at the same time I feel like it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. Like, it looks nice. Like, the master bedroom looks okay to me. Like, I feel like it could have been better. So I made it pretty girly for it to be some, like, basically a couple. But I don't know, I just felt like that's what the room would look like to me. I felt like it would have like a place for her to do her makeup and sell her makeup and magazines and crap on, and then like an area to hang up the clothes on the wall over there, which is what I had, which I actually should have put some men's clothes up there, but I used custom content clothes racks, and those clothes racks don't change color. You might actually notice them from the Instagram room build that I did. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. I feel like that turned out pretty well. But and on the wall beside the bed as well, I put up like a bunch of just like random wall art that I feel like would be more attributed to a female than a male. And let's just say that the wife had more input in than the husband did, because this room was extremely girly. And I would probably go back and change some of that and try to like put more like manly, I don't even know how to say it, like men touches around here and there, because I don't feel like any like dude would really want to stay in a room like this with just like their wife's crap everywhere. But then again, I feel like that's what every man does. I feel like when you live with a man, like they don't have much stuff as it is, so they're just kind of like, do whatever with it, and you're just like, okay. So we'll just leave it at that. But I feel like the room turned out pretty good for the most part. As you can tell, like I'm putting out a whole bunch of makeup and everything out, and like some medicine and tissues, and I really enjoyed using those lanterns from Backyard Stuff Pack. I really love that stuff pack. I use it so much. Like the lanterns and the candles and stuff in them, man, they are gorgeous. I love them, and I love using them. Like, they're so pretty. And you'll notice that in a lot of my builds, like, I have no choice but to use custom wall art, because I really dislike using the wall art that I have currently for that The Sims 4 just automatically gives us. I feel like it gets blah so fast. Like, using the same stuff over and over again from The Sims 4 gets so tedious after a while. After a while, you just want, like, new content, and I feel like we haven't really got any new content. Like, I would love just, like, a stuff pack, or isn't there something else besides a stuff pack that we can, and game pack? Oh, not a game pack, but I feel like I would just love, like, a stuff pack full of wall art, like an artist pack. That'd be really cool if they named it, like, an artist pack, and then, like, had, like, all, like, decor and wall art in it. I would totally be down for that, because we need more of it. I'm the kind of person that loves using decor and wall art. So we need a ton more of it, Sims 4, if you're listening. We need a ton of wall art, and I need you to give it to me right now, because that's what I need. But until then, I will be using custom content in pretty much all of my builds. So unless I specifically state that it's a build with no custom content in it, then that's when we'll not be. But mostly, I think for non-custom content builds will mostly be starter homes, because what's the point in putting custom content in the starter home? There really isn't, especially if I put it up in the gallery for the purpose of you guys to download. Like, there's really no point in it. So yeah, I just pretty much every other build will probably have custom content in it, unless it's like what is it called, a lot build, like when we do a coffee shop or something like that. I definitely won't use custom content in that, because there's really no point. But yeah, and I decided to put those big mirrors, those glowing mirrors behind it, because I thought it looked really pretty, and it kind of made the room like brighter and more fun. I put a little rug right there to lead outside to the patio porch, and on the patio porch I think we put like a little seating area. That door was a bit bigger than I expected it to be. It took up more space than I thought it would. If I were you, I'd probably change that door to like a single door. That way you have more room to do stuff. But I put a little patio furniture out there from Backyard Stuff Pack once again, and a yoga mat from the, what is it called? The Spa Day game pack. Yeah, Spa Day game pack, and then also that mirror with the glowing edge around it was a what is it called? It is from Spa Day as well. There we go. But yeah, we're working on the what is it called? The kids' room. yeah, now we're working on the kids' room, and this, like I said, is for a little girl, probably around the age of 7. She is definitely a kid with a toy box and a pretty pink dresser, and she likes pink everything, pink and purple everything. So I decided to go with that theme. And the room is a little bit smaller than I expected, so I just decided to like hang out with a lot of toys and just fill it up the best I can, with a little bit of clutter here and there, just to make it feel really lived in, and like, she loves her toys and stuff like that. But I also put some wall art and a little mirror on the wall for her, and I also put a little rug on the ground, the flower rug that you get in kids' room stuff. That trash can is actually from kids' room stuff too. I really like that trash can. I think it's adorable. I don't feel like anybody will actually use it, but I think it's adorable. I feel like it's like good decoration. And yeah, now I'm just gonna like start putting some stuff on the wall. And over there in that corner, that room right there can actually be turned and converted into another bedroom if you need it. But since I wasn't expecting them to have that many kids at this point, I decided to go ahead, instead of making a nursery, I made a playroom for the kids. So the playroom is definitely nothing too extravagant. It just has some toys, a car. I think it's a Don't Wake the Llama station. I don't think I've ever had my Sims play Don't Wake the Llama yet, because if you guys didn't know, the what expansion pack is that called? Oh my god, I can't remember the names of these expansion packs. The Get Together expansion pack, I haven't really played with it that much. Like, I've played with like the cafes and stuff like that, but I don't think I've played any of the actual like games that you can play with it yet. So I don't really know what those interactions are like, but I've seen them on other YouTubers' channels, and I think they're really cute. But I basically just put in the playroom for everybody to play games and hang out together and have fun together, because who doesn't want a playroom as a child? I always wanted a playroom as a child, but I never had one. Even though my sister moved out, I still never had a playroom, which really stunk. But I still played in my room by myself like a normal kid. So for this room, we ended up putting some fun kids, like kitty wallpaper, I guess you could say, on the wall. It's definitely something for the kids. It's not really for anybody else. And that's the Don't Wake the Llama station. And I actually moved that castle because it was way too big for the room, and I just didn't like it. So I put a toy box in there, because I don't think there's a toy box anywhere in this house yet. And then I also put the little Void Critter battle station down, because what kid doesn't want to play with a Void Critter battle station? I know I would want to if I was a child. I wish we had something like that going on in real life, but we do not, unfortunately, because I would love it if we did, but we do not. So that's really sad. And I'm just decorating the walls right now. Nothing too exciting, but I just did the best I could. I didn't really know what to do with these walls, because I didn't really know what would go on them. So I put like some Void Critters and like some random like kids posters of sports and like other stuff like that on the wall. And then that was pretty much it. And now we're heading into the bathroom, which I was really excited to do, because I wanted this bathroom to basically be like a kid's bathroom. Like, I love the idea of like the kids having their own bathroom. When I was a kid, my cousins actually had like, it wasn't really like their bathroom, but at the same time it was their bathroom, because they're really the only ones who used it, them and guests. So they would literally change the theme of their bathroom all the time. Like, they had SpongeBob, they have zebra print, like they had polka dots, like whatever they wanted their bathroom to be, that's what their bathroom was. And it always amazed me as a child, because I was like, why can't we do that to our bathroom? But like, I thought it was so amazing. So I decided to do that with this bathroom. I decided to make it like, a kid's bathroom. Like, they got to pick the colors, they got to pick what would go on the wall, since like they're the main ones who are probably going to be using it. So I decided to make it a funky color and try to make it fun and pretty and fun for you guys to look at, and with some cool stickers on the wall. And it's really cute. The pictures are really cute, and they really show off what I tried to do with this bathroom, and I hope you guys like the idea as well. but we're actually getting ready to head into the pictures in about 2 minutes now. So this is where I'm going to end the long speech that I've been on for the past 20 minutes, and I really hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I love hearing from you guys, so make sure that you comment and tell me what you think. And thank you for joining me for this video, and I hope you like this part, and I will see you guys in my next video. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.